Welcome back to the sketching session. Those of you who had attended the earlier early bird sketching sessions, you might have, today's session too will follow the same steps to draw a bird. I guess, it's a good revision. It's always nice to go back and draw more birds. For those of you who are sketching the bird for a first time, I'll take you through a step-by-step method, easy way of drawing a bird. And today, yeah, after Prachi's brilliant talk, I think it's wonderful to learn to draw an owl. So I hope you all have your paper and pencil ready. We can we'll start drawing an owlet. Let me just check the messages. Sorry, I can't see the chat box, so I'm assuming people are ready with your pencil and paper.
Yes, you can continue, Abhishek.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we do know that birds don't, a particular bird, a species of bird, it looks very different when it's flying or sitting or bathing. Or for example, this owlet could stretch its neck and look different, and while it keeps holds its head close to the body, it will look different. So observing the posture of a bird is very important when you want to sketch a bird. For example, like here with this flower pecker, so the bird is almost bent to an horizontal position. So here I've drawn a horizontal line running through the body, from the head through the body. And then if we look at another example of the red-whiskered bulbul here, it's sitting up straight. So I've drawn a line that runs, vertical from the head to the towards the tail. So it's important for us to begin drawing this line to show the posture of the bird, which will make it easier for us to start drawing a bird. Otherwise, if you just start sketching from, say, the beak of the bird and start, by the time you end the drawing, when you come towards the tail, the bird might not even look like the actual bird that you wanted to draw. So we'll begin by drawing a faint line like this on the paper. So yeah, just draw a faint line like this. And then to show the body mass, draw an oval. Now, these are a few basic shapes that we'll use to build the form of a bird. So you can draw them very lightly. You don't have to draw these shapes too dark. When we start adding the details, you can make it dark. And then the next part is the head. So here, draw a circle for the head, and the circle is overlapping with the oval, because the bird is holding its head closer to the body. And also make sure when you draw birds, you kind of make sure the head is in the right proportion to the body. Okay, next, you can mark a V shape here to show the beak. And then mark the width and length of the tail. Okay. Now next, just draw these angles. You can join the head to the body here, the neck, and then the tail to the body can be joined. So just bring all the basic forms together here. Okay. I'll move on from here. Now you can also show the wing. So here the right wing is slightly seen also. The angle in which the bird is sitting, we can see a bit of the right wing. So you can show that, and also just mark the left wing. Hope you've all completed till here. Okay, next. Now we'll start adding the details. So first start with the eye, and make sure you draw the pupil as well as the iris. And then you can also add show a bit of the talon. So in this bird, the way it's sitting, you can't see the entire feet. So just showing some bit of the talon here. And as Prachi mentioned, in owls, the eyes are faced in the front of the face, and very much like humans, unlike many birds where the eyes are placed at the side of the head. Next, we'll start getting into more details of the face. We'll begin with the face. Now you can start shading. Leave a bit of like a white spot for the highlight, because the highlight is what brings alive any animal when you're drawing. And then fill in more details. Already you can see that the owl is staring at you. Okay, now we'll add some bit of feathers. So owl, the facial disc is the speciality of owls. So we'll start adding feathers. And then you could also add some bit of feathers around the beak. So start building that disc shape of the face when you're adding these feathers. So in owls, you can also see some bristles around the beak. So you can showcase some bit of that near the bill. And yeah, do a message when you're done. Till here. Okay. There's a request to go slower. Sure, I'll wait until you all finish till this. Okay, I'll continue because people seem to have completed till this step. Okay, and the next step is try to draw the contour, define the contour of the body. So try to darken the entire outline of the body. And then here I've also added some more details for the some bit of plumage here towards the right wing and towards the neck, and also some bit of plumage where the tail is joining the body. That's also part of the wing that is showing a bit. Someone has messaged saying your drawing is horrible. Don't worry if you're doing it for the first time. I mean, with any drawing, whether humans or animals, it's always practice that matters. So the more you draw, the more you'll get better at it. So don't worry if this drawing doesn't come out well. What is more important is the steps that you learn to draw a bird. So you can always repeat this after the session. Okay, so I'll repeat, add in some plumage. Here the wing, neck, and some bit of plumage showing here. This is also part of the wing, the right wing. Yeah. Okay, this is what we are drawing is the spotted owlet. I'll type in the name at the end of this session. Okay, I'll move on. Now, I've added some more details to the face. So around the eyes, you can add in more feathers here, and then this circular feather here. And here, so you see, you can kind of, go along the shape of the eye. So try to draw more circular feathers here around the eye. So I've added, just build on the face. So you have the eyes first, and then another round going around it, and then the feathers here. So you can already see the facial disc forming. And I've also added some more details to the talons. So again, remember that as Prachi mentioned, they have 4 talons, but here I've just only shown 2. The other 2 are hidden behind the branch. So yeah, you can also draw the branch here. And then if you can also erase the posture line that you had drawn earlier if you want, or keep it if it helps. So draw the talons and the branch. Shall I move on? Hope people have drawn till here. Okay, next. So in spotted owlets, there are some spots on the forehead and the back of the head. So you can add in those details here on top of the head. So you see this spot, white spot-like designs on the plumage here. So you can just add in some of those details here. Okay, and next. Now let's begin adding some bit of details to the wings. And so here, if you see, I've shown, it's not too detailed, but just a suggestion of some primary feathers, and then you have the secondary feathers, and then there are the wing coverts, and then the scapulars. So just add in some details. I mean, this is not a very detailed, realistic drawing, but so there's some, just a bit of suggestion of these different kinds of feathers that you can see on the wing of a bird. Hope you've completed till here. And do message if you want me to wait. Sure. Yeah, I think some of you want me to wait. I'll do that. Yeah, sure. Yes, I'm waiting. So again, I'll repeat, just add in some bit of these lines to show the primary feathers and the secondary feathers and the coverts as well as the scapular. Okay, Lakshmikant says owlet became angry. It's okay. I think when spotted owlets look at us, they stare at us, they do give a angry look, though sometimes they're too funny and cute. Somebody saying you're bad at sketching. Don't worry. I think, I mean, what is important is not how great the sketch is. The process is what is important. The joy of drawing a bird is what is important. So don't worry about how bad or good your sketch looks. Also, if this is your first time, you will struggle a bit. So it's okay. You can always practice and learn better. Okay, so can I move on? I don't see any answers. Okay, I think I'll continue. Okay, now the spotted owlet also has a lot of spots on its body feathers also, just like the feathers you saw on the head. So draw some spots. Again, here these spots are just a suggestion because we're not going to do a very detailed drawing. But you can later, take a look at the photographs of spotted owlets and see these patterns in detail. So just add some spots to show that, they have these kind of patterns. And also some bit of some texture on the underside of the right wing too. Just some markings, very light markings. So now you can see why this owlet is called a spotted owlet. It's got a lot of spots. Also, the nice thing is when you, one of the nice things about drawing birds than just watching them is you start going into seeing the details. If you actually look at a photograph and start sketching this bird, you'll see how each of these spots are placed on the feathers and those kind of details, which we kind of miss out when we are just looking at them with a naked eye or a binocular for a few seconds. Okay, someone wants to know if I sketch birds or I sketch people too. There was a time when I used to sketch people, but not anymore. Now I sketch a lot of nature, but I used to sketch people, yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the next step. Okay, now the owlet also has a lot of markings on its breast and belly area. You can add some bit of those markings, and it becomes more whitish towards the abdomen. So just add in all these markings. And yes, please make sure, I hope this session will inspire you to look at owls or any other birds in detail henceforth. Okay, now you can also add some bit of markings on the underside of the tail too. So just like the wing feathers, even the tail feathers, they're kind of placed one over the other. Okay, before I move on to the next step, which is the last, do share your sketches with us. We'll share the email ID later after this session, towards the end of this session. And also, you can also share it on our Facebook page. So we would like to see your sketches. Have you all completed till here? Or should I wait?
I think you can go ahead, Abhi.
Okay. So, okay, this is it. Now, what you can do after the session, if you feel like coloring your bird, you can go ahead and do that. I mean, here I've just used some charcoal powder, but you could try out with whatever medium that you're comfortable with, charcoal or watercolors or color pencils or just pencil shading. Whatever you feel like it. You can refer photographs for now and color this work. And for those of you who would like to know more about bird sketching, there are actually lots of video tutorials available online these days. I mean, we should say we are a very lucky generation. Unlike when I started off, we just didn't have these internet options or videos to learn from. So please go and check out some of these really good artists like 𝗘𝗿𝗆 or David Sibley, and they all put out free online videos and where you can learn more detail in more detail as to how to draw a bird. So yeah, I do hope that you spend some time every day, if possible, to watch birds, because it's very important to watch birds and their behavior to start sketching, realistic works of realistic. To make realistic artworks of birds. So not just referring to photograph, but it's important that you spend time watching birds also. So I hope after this session, you'll start doing that.